The Bewitching of Anne Gunter, a horrible and true story of deception, witchcraft, murder, and the King of England, by James Sharp, tells the story of the North Morton witches and how they went to trial for the bewitching of Anne Gunter, the daughter of a wealthy landowner in the North Morton region. In 1604, Anne Gunter goes into fits, throws up needles, and starts talking to spirits. She accuses 3 women of bewitching her: Elizabeth Gregory, the wife of another wealthy farmer that is lower on the socioeconomic ladder than Brian Gunter, Anne's father, and Agnes and her daughter Mary Pepwell. Agnes Pepwell had a reputation for being a vagabond who got pregnant with Mary by a lame, one-eyed beggar and was believed to be a witch, a label she embraced. After Elizabeth Gregory and Mary Pepwell are arrested, Agnes Pepwell escaped before she could be apprehended. They are put on trial, 1605. While Brian Gunter had assembled a group of academics and clergymen from Oxford to support his case, the few observers that claimed to observed Anne as faking her condition prevailed, and the women were not convicted of witchcraft. King James I eventually becomes involved in this case, and upon interviewing Anne Gunter, finds she faked being possessed. Anne claimed that her father, Brian Gunter, wanted to settle a grudge with the Gregory family. The Pepwells were implicated to make it seem more realistic. The book is filled with a wealth of history on English law, the Anglican Church and its Puritan variety, and how different English witchcraft was from its continental variety. Sharp points out that accusations of witchcraft in the English countryside tended to come from wealthier families and younger women. Those accused tended to be poorer and generally older women that were not much liked by the community. Sharp also argues that this trial was one of many that illustrated the beginning of the end of witch hunts and witch crazes in the countryside. But because of the English Civil War in the 1640s and the brief stint of Puritan power, England would be haunted with witch hunts and witch crazes till the early 1700s. Overall, really informative book, with an interesting backdrop of witchcraft and possession. A must-read for those interested in the history of witch persecutions before the infamous Salem witch trials of the 1690s in New England.